Welcome to Fluent English Daily, the professional way to master the English.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Fluent English Daily. I'm Emily.
And I'm John. Hello. It is so good to be here with you all today.
John, today we have a very interesting topic. It is all about sounding natural when we speak.
Ooh, natural. I like that. Sometimes English words feel a bit too formal, right?
Exactly. You know, students often ask me about similar words. They ask, Emily, what is the difference? When do I say big and when do I say large?
Ah, the classic big versus large question. That is a tricky one.
It is. Even though they describe the same size, we use them differently in real life.
I think I usually say big, like I have a big coffee.
Yes, if you say large coffee, it sounds like a menu, not a chat with a friend.
I see. So today, let's make your English feel simple and comfortable.
An important topic today. It is something very simple, but many people get it wrong.
Oh, really? I am curious now. What is the topic?
Today, we are talking about big versus large.
Ah, that is a classic question. Big versus large. They mean the same thing, right? Like not small?
Yes, mostly. But there's a feeling difference. Choosing the right one is key for natural English word choice.
I see. I know that in school we learn they are synonyms, but in real life, it feels different.
Exactly. In daily conversation, we almost always use big.
Big. Okay, it sounds friendly.
Yes, big is emotional. Large is, how can I say this, factual?
Factual, like a robot?
A little bit. Or like a business person. Let's look at the big versus large difference with some examples.
I love examples. Let's go.
Imagine we're at a coffee shop. You want a coffee.
Okay, I am thirsty.
You look at the menu. The sizes are usually written there.
Right, small, medium, and large.
Correct. In that case, large is the name of the size. So you can say, I'll have a large coffee, please.
Okay, that sounds normal. A large coffee.
But, John, imagine the waiter brings the coffee, and the cup is huge. It is giant.
Wow.
What do you say to your friend? Do you say, wow, look at this large coffee?
No, that sounds strange. I would say, wow, look at this big coffee.
Exactly.
I see the difference. Large is for ordering, big is for my reaction, my feeling.
Yes, that is a perfect way to explain big or large in daily English. If you are surprised, use big.
That is very helpful. I think using large for feelings is one of the common English adjective mistakes.
It is. It is not wrong, but it sounds too formal, like you're reading a book.
And we want to sound like friends, not books.
Right. Let's try another example. Think about a house.
A house, okay.
You visit a friend. They have a new house. It has 5 bedrooms. It is amazing.
Nice.
What do you say to your friend?
I would say, wow, you have a really big house.
Perfect. You would not say you have a large house.
No, large house sounds like maybe a real estate agent, someone selling the house.
Yes, that's it. A real estate agent measures the house. They talk about large rooms or a large garden. It's about size and numbers.
But as a friend, I just see the size and feel happy, so I say big.
Precisely.
So, Emily, can I use large for clothing?
Good question. Tell me more.
Well, if I go to a shop to buy a t-shirt,
Uh-huh.
the tag says L. That means large.
Yes, it's a category, a size category. But imagine you put the t-shirt on and it doesn't fit. It's too loose.
Oh, I see where you're going with this.
What do you say?
I say, this shirt is too big for me.
Yes, you don't say, "This shirt is too large for me."
That would sound very stiff. Oh, pardon me. This garment is too large.
Exactly. You sound like a king from an old movie.
Okay, so big is for the fit, large is for the label.
You are getting this perfectly, John.
This really clears up the big versus large difference. It's about how formal we want to be.
Yes. Also, big is used for things that are not physical, like problems.
Oh, tell me about that.
If you have a problem at work, do you have a large problem or a big problem?
I would definitely say I have a big problem.
Correct. We almost never say a large problem.
Right, or a big surprise.
Yes, I have a big surprise for you.
We never say large surprise. That sounds funny.
So for abstract things, ideas, problems, surprises, always choose big.
That is a great rule. It makes natural English word choice much easier.
It does. Just trust the word big. It's safer.
Safer?
Yes, if you use big when you should use large, people still understand you. It sounds fine.
Right.
But if you use large when you should use big, you sound a bit strange.
So, in doubt, choose big.
Exactly.
I like that. Keep it simple.
Shall we practice a little bit? I will say a word, and you tell me if it sounds better with big or large.
Oh, a quiz. Okay, I'm ready. I'm listening.
Okay, the first one is elephant.
An animal. Well, if I see one at the zoo, I would say, look at that big elephant.
Good. But if I'm reading a science book, maybe it says elephants are large mammals.
Wow, John, that is perfect. I'm learning.
Yes, in conversation, big elephant. In a science text, large mammal. Okay, next one.
Go ahead.
How about mistake?
Mistake. I made a big mistake.
Correct.
I made a large mistake? No, no way. That sounds wrong.
You're right. It's always a big mistake.
Okay, what else?
How about amount, like money?
Money. A big amount of money or a large amount of money? This one is tricky.
Yeah,
I think large amount sounds better.
you're right. Amount is a quantity word. It's a bit formal, so a large amount is very common.
I see. But if I just say money,
Then you might say, that's big money. But usually for quantity words like amount or number, we use large.
a large number of people.
Yes, a big number of people sounds a little like a child speaking.
I see. Okay, so quantity words like amount and number like large.
Exactly. But for everything else in daily chat, dogs, houses, cars, feelings, stick with big.
This is so clear now.
I'm glad. It's small details like this that help with natural English word choice.
And it helps me feel more confident. I don't have to pause and think big, large, big, large.
No more pausing. Just say big.
Big.
John, do you have a big plan for the weekend?
I do. I have a big dinner with my family.
Lovely. Not a large dinner?
No, a big dinner because it will be fun and loud.
See, you're an expert now.
Thanks to you, Emily.
Well, listeners, we hope this clears up the big versus large question for you.
Yes, try to use big today. See how it feels.
And if you want to practice, leave us a comment. Tell us about something big in your life.
Yes, a big dream, a big dog, a big house.
We want to hear it all.
We really do.
Next, we're going to look at another pair of words that confuses everyone.
Oh, what's next?
It's about being fast or quick.
Ooh, fast versus quick. That's a good one.
So stay with us. About the big versus large question. It sounds like a small topic, but it is actually quite important for how we feel when we speak.
Big versus large.
You know, Emily, when I first started learning English, I thought these words were twins.
Twins? That is a sweet way to say it. What do you mean by twins?
Well, I thought big means large and large means big. No difference. So I used them, how do you say, randomly?
I see. You swapped them. Like one day you say big, and the next day you say large.
Exactly. But then I noticed something. When I used large in a coffee shop or with my friends, people looked at me a little bit funny.
Oh, John, that is a hard feeling. Being misunderstood is difficult.
It is. I felt awkward. I wanted to have natural English word choice, but I sounded like a textbook or a robot.
You are not a robot, John, but I understand completely. And you know what? You are not alone. This is one of the most common English adjective mistakes.
Really? Other people struggle with this too?
Oh, absolutely. Many schools teach us that large is a better word. They say, don't use simple words, use advanced words.
Yes, my teacher always said that. Expand your vocabulary. So I thought large was the smart choice. I thought big was too easy.
I know. It is a lot of pressure. We try so hard to be perfect, but in daily English, especially when we are just chatting, we want to be warm. We don't need to be fancy.
Warm. I like that word. So big is a warm word.
I think so. Think about it. When you say, I have a big surprise, how does that feel to you?
It feels happy. It feels exciting. I have a big surprise. Yeah, I can feel the energy.
Now try saying, I have a large surprise.
I have a large surprise. That sounds strange. It sounds like I have a box, a physical box that is heavy.
Exactly. That is the key to the big versus large difference. Large is often about facts. It's about dimensions or numbers, like clothes sizes. Small, medium, large.
Right. I wear a large jacket. That's a fact. It's not emotional. It's just the size of the cloth.
Perfect example. But big connects to our hearts. A big problem feels heavy in your mind. A big dream feels important for your future.
Wow. I never thought about it that way. I was just worried about being correct. I was scared to make a mistake.
It's okay to worry, John. We all want to be understood, but sometimes trying to be correct or fancy builds a wall between us.
A wall?
Yes, if you use very formal words like large or enormous all the time in casual talk, it can feel distant, like a business meeting.
And we don't want a business meeting here. We want a friendship.
Precisely. We want to understand big or large in daily English so we can feel close to people. We want to sound natural.
You know, John, hearing you say this makes me feel lighter.
Lighter? That's good. Why do you feel lighter?
Because I often stress about my vocabulary. I think, oh no, my words are too simple. But you're saying simple is good. Simple is safe.
Simple is wonderful. Simple words are like a comfortable chair. They invite people to relax with you.
I like comfortable chairs. So I don't need to impress anyone with large words.
No, you just need to connect. If you say big house, everyone understands. It sounds nice. If you say large residence, it sounds like you are selling the house.
For sale, large residence. I see the difference now. It's about the feeling, not just the dictionary meaning.
Yes, language is about feelings. And John, I want to tell you something important. Even native speakers hesitate sometimes.
They do?
Of course. Sometimes I pause and think, which word is better? It's natural to pause. It's natural to think.
That's very reassuring. I always feel bad when I pause. I think I'm failing.
You are never failing when you try to speak. Every time you speak, you are succeeding.
Thank you, John. That's very kind. I think our listeners need to hear that too.
Yes, to everyone listening, please be kind to yourself. Learning the big versus large difference takes time. You do not need to be perfect today.
Right. Just take it one step at a time. One big step at a time.
Very good, John. See, you are already doing it naturally.
So, if I'm unsure, if I don't know which word to use, what's the safest choice?
That's a great question. If you are worried about making common English adjective mistakes, here's my advice. Choose big.
Choose big.
Yes, in casual conversation, big is used almost all the time. It's very rare for big to sound wrong, but large can sound wrong very easily.
I see. So big is my best friend.
Yes, think of big as your best friend, and keep large for ordering coffee or buying shirts.
One large coffee, please. That's easy to remember.
Exactly. See, it does not have to be scary.
It feels much less scary now. I feel brave. I'm ready to use big without fear.
That's the spirit. I'm so proud of you, John, and I'm proud of our listeners for trying.
Yes, good job, everyone. It's hard, but we're doing it together.
We are. Now, John, I think we should look at some specific examples, situations where we can practice this feeling.
That sounds like a great plan. I'm ready to practice.
Wonderful. Let's start with describing things in our city.
You know, when I really think about it, I use the word big all the time, but I do not use large very often. Is that normal?
Yes, John, that is completely normal. Actually, that's the secret. In our casual conversations, we almost always prefer one over the other. Let's talk about big or large in daily English.
Okay, so in daily life, big is the winner?
Most of the time, yes. Think about it. Big feels friendly. It feels personal. Large feels a little cold.
Cold. I like that description. Can you give me an example?
Sure. Imagine you are talking about your family. Would you say, I have a large family or I have a big family?
Oh, definitely big family. I have a big family. It sounds warm. It sounds full of love.
Exactly. If you say, I have a large family, it is not wrong. The grammar is perfect, but it sounds like a statistic. It sounds like you're filling out a form at a government office.
Right. Name, John. Family size, large. It sounds robotic.
Yes, and we want to sound human. We want natural English word choice. This is why big is usually better for things we care about.
So big is for emotion. Often, yes, we talk about a big dream or a big surprise. Oh, I see. I would never say, I have a large dream.
No, please do not say that. It sounds very strange. A large dream sounds like a heavy box you're carrying while you sleep. But a big dream, that's about hope. That's about the future.
Wow, I never thought about the big versus large difference in that way. It's about the feeling, not just the size.
Precisely. Let's look at another one. What about mistakes?
Mistakes. Everyone makes them.
Yes, if you forget your friend's birthday, is that a large mistake or a big mistake?
It feels like a big mistake.
You're right, it is a big mistake. Again, because it's emotional. It affects your feelings.
Okay, so big is for feelings, for family, for importance. So when do we actually use large? Is it useless?
No, large is not useless. It's very useful for physical things, especially when we're buying something.
Ah, like shopping.
Exactly. Think about clothes, t-shirts, jackets. What are the sizes?
Small, medium, large.
Right. In this case, large is a label. It's a specific size category. We say, do you have this shirt in a large?
Okay, so for products, use large.
Yes, or for food orders. If you go to a coffee shop, you order a large coffee.
Wait, can I say big coffee?
You can. If you say big coffee, the barista will understand you perfectly. It sounds casual. But on the menu, it's written as large.
I see. So large is the official word. Big is the chatting word.
That's a great way to summarize the big versus large difference.
I want to ask about common English adjective mistakes. Do students mix these up often?
They do. The most common mistake is trying to sound too smart.
Too smart? How is that a mistake?
Well, sometimes students learn that large is a more formal word. So they think, if I use large, my English will sound better. So they start saying things like, I had a large dinner, or I saw a large movie.
I saw a large movie. That does not sound right.
It sounds unnatural. We say a big dinner because it made us full and happy. We say a big movie if it was popular and famous. Using large there makes you sound a bit like a textbook.
Right. We want to avoid that. We want connection.
Yes, connection is key. Let's try a quick game. I will say a noun. You choose big or large. Okay?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Okay. The first word is problem.
Ooh, problem. I have a big problem.
Correct. A big problem feels heavy and stressful. Good. Next word, quantity.
Quantity, like an amount of something.
Yes, like a number of apples.
A large quantity of apples.
Perfect. Quantity is a formal word, so it matches well with large. You see? Formal goes with formal.
That makes sense.
Next one, brother, older brother.
Oh, this is easy. Big brother.
Yes, if you say large brother, it sounds like your brother is, well, very fat.
Oh no, I do not want to say that. My brother would be very angry.
Exactly. So please stick to big brother.
This is really helpful. It's about the context.
Yes. So to review for our listeners, use big for things that have emotion, importance, or are personal. Use large for sizes of clothes, food orders, or when you're being very factual or scientific.
That's a great rule.
And remember, when in doubt, especially in casual conversation, big is usually the safer choice. It's rarely wrong in spoken English, but large can sound awkward if used in the wrong place.
That's good advice. Stick to the simple word.
Yes, simple is often better. It's part of good, natural English word choice. Don't overthink it, just feel it.
Just feel it. I like that. You know, Emily, I feel like I understand this much better now.
I'm so glad, John, and I hope our listeners do too.
Yes, it's a small change, but it makes a big difference.
Yes, a big difference. You got it.
I'm learning.
You're doing great. So what should our listeners do if they want to practice this?
Well, I want everyone listening to try this today. Look around your room or your office, find something big and describe it. Then try to find something where you might use the word large.
Maybe check the labels on your jacket.
Exactly. Check your clothes, check your coffee cup, see where large is hiding.
And if you enjoy these mini lessons, please make sure to follow our podcast. We have a very big community here.
A very big community. And we love having you with us. We certainly do.
Now, we're going to move on to something very exciting. We're going to practice using these words in real sentences.
I'm ready. Let's practice.
Normal. In fact, John, that is completely normal. To help you and our listeners feel more confident, let's practice this together.
Oh, I love practice time. It helps me so much. I am ready.
Great. We will use a technique called shadowing. I will say a sentence using natural English word choice, and then you repeat it. Try to copy my speed and my feeling.
Okay, I will listen carefully. What is the first one?
Let's start with something physical. We are talking about the big versus large difference. Listen closely. I saw a really big dog in the park.
I saw a really big dog in the park.
Very good. Did you notice? I said big dog. If I said large dog, it sounds a little
stiff, like a biology textbook.
A biology textbook? I see. So big feels more friendly.
Exactly. It is casual. Let's try another one for big or large in daily English. Repeat after me. Wow, your house is so big.
Wow, your house is so big.
Perfect tone, John. You sounded very surprised.
Thank you. I tried to feel the emotion.
That is the secret. Now, let's look at one of the common English adjective mistakes. Many students say, I have a large problem, but that sounds unnatural.
So what should I say instead?
Listen and repeat. I have a big problem.
I have a big problem.
Yes, big and problem are best friends. They go together.
Big problem. It feels stronger, too, like it is serious.
You are right. Big often carries more emotion. Now, let's switch. When do we actually use large? Usually, it's for specific sizes or quantities.
Aha, like buying clothes.
Exactly. Let's practice that. Imagine you are in a shop. Listen, do you have this shirt in a large?
Do you have this shirt in a large?
Good. Here, large is a label. It's a size category. Small, medium, large. It is not an emotion.
I see. So big is emotional and large is a label.
That's a great way to think about it. Let's try one more example regarding quantities. This is a bit more formal. Repeat after me. A large number of people were there.
A large number of people were there.
Excellent. We don't usually say a big number of people. We use large for data or counting.
Wow, that is a very subtle difference.
It is, but mastering this small difference is the key to natural English word choice.
I feel much better about this now. Big for feelings and objects, large for sizes and numbers.
You've got it, John. To everyone listening, try to use big for your daily stories. It will make you sound friendlier.
Yes, do not be afraid to use simple words. Simple is often better.
Well said. Now that we have practiced, let's summarize everything so you can remember it easily next time.
Helps me understand the feeling of the words much better. It really makes sense now.
I am glad to hear that, John. Since you enjoy practicing, let's ask our listeners to join us. It is time for our question of the day.
Yay, I'm ready. What is the question for today, Emily?
We want to practice natural English word choice. So the question is, what is one big thing in your life right now? Or when do you use large?
That is a good question. It helps us practice the big versus large rule we just learned.
Exactly. Remember, for personal things, feelings, or importance, we usually choose big. Large is often just for physical size or ordering food. To help you, let's give 5 example answers.
Great idea. I will start. Example 1. I have a big dream to travel the world.
That is a beautiful sentence. Big dream sounds very emotional. Here's example 2. My brother is a big fan of football.
Aha, big fan. We say that a lot. Example 3. I would like a large coffee, please.
Perfect. You use large there because it is a specific size on a menu. Example 4. This is a big opportunity for me.
Yes, because it's important, not just physical size. And example 5?
The hotel has a large swimming pool.
I see. That describes the physical space. It sounds a little bit formal, but it is correct.
Exactly, John. So, listeners, it is your turn. Please write your answer in the comments. Try to use big or large in a natural sentence about your life.
Don't worry about making mistakes. We're here to learn together. We love reading your stories.
Yes, we read every comment. Now, let's slowly move to our final thought to wrap up this lesson. A simple question to think about this week. Look around your room right now. What is big and what feels large?
My coffee cup is big, but a shirt size, that is large.
Perfect. Just notice the big versus large difference in your daily life. There is no pressure. Just listen and feel the words.
I really love that advice. Making a natural English word choice should feel easy. It does not need to be hard work. Just relax and enjoy speaking.
Exactly, John. We hope this episode helps you feel a little more calm today. Learning a language is a long journey, but we are here with you every step of the way.
Yes, we are. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a wonderful, big day.
Take care, everyone. See you next time. Goodbye.